Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Space Rangers to Reboot. Yeah, this has been one of the few rare moments where I ended an episode not in a station or on a planetary screen, but in the wide expanse of cold space. This game is really surprising in what it can do. It actually remembers that I targeted this asteroid. Yeah, it's pretty impressive that it basically saves every information that it can, captures everything from the last click that I made, and then transfers to the save. Very impressed once again. Anyways, the most important fact right now, or the most pressing question, is whether I can, by my own ability, with the help of some rangers that I was able to recruit the last episode, to go up against this guy, Terron. Well, I mean, first few moments of the skirmish that I tried, just to see whether Terron's missiles can really dent Maloch's defenses. It's not as bad as it was for the Blazer. The missiles definitely are weaker than the Blazer, but I don't know how much of a hit point this guy has, because my scanner is not really that strong. It has 45% defense, and my scanner is, wow, okay, so only 40%. So it's almost there if I add a micromodule or two, which I have a lot of them actually. So is there anything that can modify the scanner? No, apparently not. Too bad, but I think there are micromodules around that can allow me to see the information. How much hit point it has, probably it numbers up to a few tens of thousands, is my guess. So Maloch's definitely been advancing the power of his hull, and of course the capability of his weapons. Basically can go into any Dominator system, and even the 3-planet system, where each planet producing the Dominator ships, and is able to defeat them rather handily. But of course the bosses are the different story, and there are very few, actually two in fact, Dominator systems left, each occupied by the respective Dominator bosses. And you can see I have gained enough, I guess around the period of 2 episodes, gained enough experience points to finally upgrade this once and for all, and finally increase the amount of the spaceships that I can supervise by 1 more, to maximum of 5. So I have the best leadership now with 660 experience points. I don't know whether this actually counts the final score, but I guess so. Yeah, and then definitely I can make use of that, because I'm recruiting like heck to see whether there are other rangers with the same type of, what is it called, initiative or conviction as Maloch, to defeat the Dominator bosses once and for all and return the galaxy to its peaceful state. So the races can bicker amongst each other or fight the pirates, rather than worry about the Dominators breathing down their backs. But for a long time, the Dominators were not really that much of a security concern, I think. Yeah, every one of these plays are more or less free. There's some hyperspace appearing. Yeah, if I'm rather interested in artifacts, I can go there. My jump is rather substantial now. Yeah, I mean, there is one way, like I said, to defeat Terron. Just brute force method of taking probably 1 whole year or so, trying to just whittle down this guy's strength until the other rangers get the notice and join in the fight. And they do come here often, I think. I think this is their favorite hanging out place or something, I don't know. They just like the kind of a threat or the thrill of being... maybe they're taking all the selfies with Terron in the background just to see that they're basically made it here to Gralghar, and that their ranger cred is basically restored because of their presence in this very dangerous system, once very dangerous system. But now I think they're just here to troll Terron into leaving or something, or, you know, producing a moon out of it. From here, this planet-sized Dominator machinery, this monster, maybe it's gonna produce a moon from one of these orifices. Yeah, all that weird talk aside, I'm trying to recruit another ranger. There was one ranger that I had in mind. I don't know where he is right now. And do I have yeah, let's gather some of these things first and sell them. And there was one particular stuff that I want to do, and this was one other particular stuff that I want to do. Maybe, you know, having a bit of more chance against the Dominators. And look at all these guys. Maybe these guys are all my partners. Yep, 3 of them. Let's join the fun here. Okay, got destroyed before I could do anything. Yeah, there was one more thing that I want to do. I almost forgot. There was a certain tip given by a viewer of this LP. A very helpful tip indeed. And it was verified by my trying out that weird experiment with the pick-and-run weapons. And some of the pick-and-run weapons, as you will see, where is the nearest scientific base? Here it is. Let's go there. Yeah, and then pick-and-run equipment, when I searched for them, many of them were sold in pirate bases. And I went to the pirate base. What do I see there? Something that I've forgotten a long time ago because I stopped visiting it after I guess buying a real plasmatic hull or getting that last bit of the programs to use against the Dominators. But then the first screen is their offer, their very curious offer of telling some secret about some faction of the Dominators. It requires a huge sum of money, and I had the money, I think, and it might hold a key to defeat at least one of the Dominator bosses. I don't know whether it's going to be Terron or Blazer, but it's definitely possible. So that's also what I'm going to do after getting that final Ranger. Just have to see that I can sell enough to have the money for it. You can also get the research probe. Let's see how much price it is. Yeah, it is definitely very expensive now. 42,000. Kind of strapped for cash. It's funny it might sound. Yeah, I don't have a lot of. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Right, so I want to check what all these guys have. Oh, okay, so these guys, my partners do not land here. Maybe they're just staying around. I don't know why they don't land. That's kind of funny, but anyways, yeah. Alright, so I was trying to look for a guy called Atecalio, I believe. Atecalio? Nope. Couldn't really remember his name. Atecalio, yeah. Because that guy is apparently a rogue. Not a rogue, but a singular ranger that I can recruit. He's in Gralghar. Wow. I should have waited for him. Let's see if I can recruit him first. I think it might not require a lot of money. Hopefully not. Okay, so they're going somewhere. Wow, they're like, here is Ranger Merchant. Okay. And Atecalio. Yeah, alright, let's see. Excellent relationship with me, and I can maybe ask him to join me for a few months at least. Hello Maloch. Hails Maloch. Truth is on our side and we'll crush the Dominators. That is something that I'm looking for a Ranger. Will to fight and willingness to crush the Dominators. Join me under my command. Oh my goodness, he wants all of my money. Twice. Wow, okay, so he's not that much of a bargainer. Alright, I guess agreed. Yeah, so we have a veritable menagerie of the Rangers. I think they are all of different race. This guy's human, Bayan and Pelling, finally the Galleon, and I'm a Maloch. So yeah, I mean, all 5 races joining together to form a pretty good team. I want to see whether this guy has what it takes. Let's scan this guy. Oops. Alright, yeah, this guy does have a lot of good weapons here. He definitely can hold his own with pretty good amount of, yeah, hit points. And wow, what do you know? He's definitely hopped up on some drugs, but yeah, it's very good stats as well across the board. And he's got himself some present here. One for the road. And to get some nodes back. Cleaning up the universe. And it's definitely cleaned up pretty well. Where's Terron? That Terron guy? Oh, right here, yeah. Alright, so let's go to Pirate Base now that we have all the great Rangers at my side. I feel a bit better. Then I have not wasted my... Wait a second, maybe I can use one of those cisterns. Where is that cistern? Okay, maybe I can get this. Yeah, that guy's gonna get it. Yeah, okay, well, no matter. Let's go to nearest pirate base. The probe is working, yeah. Planet Hershey. Interesting name. Yeah, alright, so just happy that I didn't waste the last episode just trying to liquid Rangers. It ended up being something that I can point to as being rather worthwhile. Okay, so where is the pirate base? Oh, Akara. Okay, is that the nearest one? Maybe I can visit the business center first and get the money for that pirate secret. I wonder what is the context by which the secret is going to be revealed. It's going to be something rather silly, I definitely think. So let's restore this amount. And maybe I can invest in the project as well. Pirate base in Shoma. Okay, so that is rather... Oh, subsidies to Forest Rangers, my goodness. Haven't seen this before. What does this do though? Transport committee and... Oh, okay, I guess I'm rich guy, so let's subsidize the Forest Rangers. Excellent, Maloch, the money has been transferred. The sum in the amount of 22,000 credits was distributed amongst the Forest Rangers. Your generosity will now become a legend. As far as we are concerned, all Rangers must be delighted with what you've done. Okay, yeah, I feel in a rather generous mood, but of course, if it was a few episodes ago, I never think about doing that. Ah, Vinnatrix is being attacked, my goodness. Okay. Now it's time for me to see whether my posse is going to do well. Let's go there first. Yeah, let's go to Vinnatrix. I think there'll be no problems. I think the Blazers are attacking them, but I'm not so sure. Is this my guy? No. Okay, they're going the same place, I bet. Yeah, Vinnatrix. And what is that thing that I didn't get to read? The prompt. This guy's going back, which means that... Oh, okay, still being fought. Maybe this guy didn't realize that... Yeah, you can see what happened here. Definitely can see that the fight has been intense. More or less, the battleships have done its job. Still a few Dominators left, I think, because that... Okay, so you can see some of the minerals been lost. Unfortunately, the transport met its end, I guess, in the conflict. Yeah, but they're going home, I think, after defending this space. I bet there are some few Dominators left, like this one. This guy is in a bit of a danger, but I think not in too much trouble. Okay. Alright, let's go to the debris field and see if I can help these guys. Alright. Oh wow, you can definitely see the extent of the... Yeah, the huge military right here. Huge military, look at this. It's definitely awesome to see, yeah, that they have gotten so many of them up and running in such a small amount of time. I got all this. They're still useful. Probably sold for twice the price. I guess I get all this. I have enough space. I never imagined that I would be saying that. This guy is a goner, but I guess I finish him off. Or help him at least. Didn't really have any chance to do anything. There's such ferocity of the military. Ah, one more left. Oh no, I thought it was a Dominator. Yeah, you can see that they can pick after themselves very well now. Very good to see. And where is this guy? This guy's not really following me around. Maybe it's just slow. Ah, Tekalio, how are you? Let's stop him. I await your instructions. Okay, good. Maybe if the time is up, they're going to contact me and see whether I'm up for an extension or something. Alright, so let's go to Akara, where I believe is the pirate base. Is there any other place here? Ranger Center, Alpheka. So that was the scientific base. Alright, let's go to this pirate base and see. No more dawdling. So yeah, where is this guy? Oh, now he arrives. It's a bit too late though. Going somewhere already. And all the 4 races. Or 5 races. Pirate base. And it's right here in front of us. Nice, so this will hold some key to our problems with the Terron. Or Blazer. Alright, so this guy's a Pelan guy. You, Maloch, are now at the pirate station. There are no laws here, and you can easily conduct any business transactions fearlessly. You are free to buy or sell weapons and drugs here. You can also look at our equipment. We have many bits and pieces. Are you interested in special services? Yes, I'm interested in all that, but this is what I am here for. We'll make you a very interesting proposal, provided that you have 142,000 credits on your account. Yeah, that is what I have, and that is what I'm going to spend in order to, find that edge against the Dominator boss. Circumventing the scientific base, the pirates definitely should take their jobs or something because they now have a solution. Yeah, probably not a scientific solution per se, but... Alright, so what is the proposal? Oh, so we can just... I should have done this before because I was kind of curious on what this guy's proposal is, but then the amount of money they was asking, I thought that if I click on that option, the money is going to be, disappear, just like that. But at least, yeah, I should have just clicked and see what this guy's proposal is, They don't really ask you money up front. Alright, so this is a lot of text. I try to read it in like parity voice or something. I guess you have not heard anything about a Maloch professor called Sab. There's a Sab, I think the car brand, but this great Maloch has been working in the Terronoid, I think, department on one research station, where he was a leading expert. So this guy was a smart scientist. Interesting for a Maloch. His main objective was to assemble a matrix that would replicate the Terronoid behavior model, and in this he succeeded like no other. While his colleagues could not help being amazed about his secret and success, Sap, in the meantime, was receiving top-secret information from his government. This Maloch surely knew where the Dominators came from, because they were involved in the creation of the Dominators. In the first place, they didn't kill off the robot or AI that was on the planet, they hid it, and nuked heck out of that place after being scared about the Clissons or the war with Macpella. Wait a minute, Macpella was the system where Clissons came from, right? I'm not so sure about the history of Space Rangers, but I think that is what I heard. Anyways, yeah, that's not the point, like this guy says. What is important is that Sab not only managed to build a Terronoid of his own. Wow, so yeah, definitely smart guy, and a Maloch too, because they're related to the creation of Dominators. Also managed to connect to it. In secret, he was staging his experiment, writing the obtained data onto his personal drive. And with each and every passing day, he was changing until his colleagues started noticing new odd patterns in his behavior. He was speaking weirdly. He practically stopped eating and sleeping and almost never left his laboratory. That's what it requires for stupid scientists to do anything, gaining ground in research. I'm sorry, they're pretty smart enough. They will complete the research in 10 years. His colleagues tried to find out what was going on, but Sab wouldn't see anyone and even stopped any communication with his own government. Everything ended in the weirdest possible way. A shuttle took off from the research center piloted by Sab. Without responding to any commands, it made a hyper jump where he ran into one of our colleagues, the pirate. The guy did not hesitate too long, demanded Sab's cargo, of course, and shot around from all his weapons in order to show he was being serious. Sab never responded and continued on his way. Kind of reminds Maloch in his early days. Our colleague, Jessica Pascal, was forced to destroy him and collected all the junk that fell out of the shuttle. Alright, so they managed to destroy this guy. Yeah, so Sab, I think he was researching the Terronoid because of the dominated parts that I supplied or something. I like to think so. But he got too close and maybe injected himself with some, Terronoid parts to himself in order to augment some part of him or in order to gain some kind of secret. He was kind of desperate, I guess. While his colleagues were not really trying hard and just using the money and the parts to while in excesses. Is it? So yeah, I mean, this guy might hold a clue to knowing a bit more about the Terranoid behavior and Terranoid itself. Is that it? Aha, you wish it were! 5 minutes later, a huge Maloch fleet rolled out onto Pascal from out of nowhere. The old twerp was already on his way to us to sell the loot when they got him. As you know, murder is not considered a serious offense by the Malochs, really. It's nothing compared to conducting a trading activities in their territory. Pascal worked for 2 months at their mines and then was set free. Oh, so he didn't get killed. Soon he came over to us and requested the ship, mortgaged some of his personal belongings and included one very interesting disc, which he said he found among staff remains. We were very intrigued, so we gave Pascal an excellent ship. He was overjoyed and took off on his business. We never saw him since. And well, good riddance. Okay, so they were able to get the weird disc Pascal found among staff remains, and eventually realized, as he now tells us, as for the disc, our best experts working with it in quite a while. We found that the software recording on the disk was intended for robots, or more specifically, uploading their brains. I know you rangers are a risky lot, but won't be frightened by the Terranoids, which is why I'm offering it to you. It will cost a lot, 143,000 credits, to understand that it's not some useless piece of junk. Yeah, definitely not useless piece of junk when the scientists cannot get their act together. Yeah, these pirates are more advanced in the research than scientists. It's just yeah, some random setting of the difficulty can definitely affect. So this pirate guy is offering me a way to gain upper hand against the Terranoid. Yeah, okay, so I can definitely try to bargain with him, but I guess I lost my pirate crate a long time ago. But still, this guy, Maloch, is now a Green Ranger and a Commodore, so maybe you can sort of give him a piece of our mind. Show the frustrations dealing with the military and, that this Commodore is not to be trifled with or blackballed or underestimated in his negotiating tactics now that he has a pretty good trading skills. Maybe he's going to... Okay. Did I already pay? Okay, I did already pay, but definitely was able to get this for 71,000, which is, I think... My initial fears were unfounded because there was option to actually, negotiate with it and then get a better price. Alright, congratulations on the lucky bargain, Maloch, but be careful, don't roast your last brains, no guarantee. So this is definitely a very interesting artifact. Yeah, and I don't know where it is. Maybe it's part of the programs here. And strange enough, the camouflage, oh no, the camouflage is still there, the deposit that I had in business center I just took, so yeah, I thought that it was something else. So where is the disc? The disc? Okay, let me just see. Coordinator, nose blazer, okay, well, I don't see it, but maybe it just assumes that I bought it. Yeah, jump gator, yeah, okay. Kind of afraid that I'm going to sell it by mistake in a scientific center. Yeah, I don't see it. Alright, Gatrix, Matrix, alarm signal intercom. I guess it assumes that you have the disc. This disc is probably some of the things that can corrupt you. I don't know if you played Diablo or something, it's probably one of those soul gems or soul stones or something that corrupt you with it, I don't know, like electrical interference of your brainwaves or something. Something that you use if you talk to Terron and decide to be assimilated, upload the brains into certain organisms and basically make it a part of Terron, become a Terranoid. Alright, so the cloaking device, yeah, I don't really need cloaking device anymore. Change citizenship and buy programs, maybe if I can buy some programs here. Absolute weapons, what's that? Zero order self-destruction signal. Dominators immediately obey this order. Wow, so you can basically compel it to destroy itself. That's interesting. All robot data is deleted. The affected Dominator is disconnected and fails to respond to any signals. Rare and very useful programs that I might... if I had concentrated myself fighting Dominators and got a lot of nodes, maybe I could have one of these programs. Would have been pretty handy if I didn't have enough weapon systems. Okay, so I have the program, apparently. and see if I can try that on the Terron. Okay, let's see. Oh, alright, so I need a lot of fuel. I spent the last of my fuel. And yeah, let's try to go to, if I can, scientific or ranger center. Where's the scientific base nearby? Restbagen has it. Yeah, so I go to Eldagor, Restbagen, and Gralghar. Perhaps leaving the confrontation with Terron to later. Oh my goodness, let's just buy the fuel. I'm sorry. Yeah. Everybody land here. Let's see what weapons you have. Probably not. Alright, so let's buy the fuel and... Okay, destroy some mines. Good. Yeah, you guys have some break, and let's go to scientific base or... Okay. Yeah, let's go to Eldagor first. Okay, so Ranger Center. Alright, so my guys are here. I think these guys are my guys. Yeah. Let's check their equipment. They're up to snuff. Turbo Gravier, a multi-resonator, pretty good. Yeah. Interesting. No artifacts, no modules. Yeah, the Ranger AI or the AIs do not use any artifact, which is a bit of a shame, but I guess it's understandable. This guy, yeah, Asaka, the hero, has a pretty similar setup, pretty decent. At least in the weapons wise, it is definitely decent. He got a lot of medals to his name. And this guy I checked already, and then the human guy, yeah, right here. Let's check out his ship. Oh, alright. Hello there. You're landing on RC Pilgrim. Alright. Yes, boss. Landing on RC Pilgrim. Core set, all systems work fine. For everyone, sure. Okay, so this guy is my wingman or my second in command for some reason. Maybe I can order this guy to, you know, relay the information that I've given him to others. Alright, Braunschweig, what do you have? This guy has the best weapons of the lot, yeah. Interesting. Not a lot of medals, but he got 2 small emblems. He really loves galleons, or fighting for galleons. Alright, cool. A lot of different medals. Interesting medals too. Alright, let's go there. Alright, okay. Wow, yeah, that was pretty fast asteroid. Now that I know the secret to Terranoid, definitely excited on what it can entail. Welcome to Ranger Central Pilgrim. Yes, 1450 nodes. Just submit consignment. Get new micromodule, extremer. Nope, drones. Vector type accumulators. Droid efficiency by 25 points. Interesting. Do I have a human droid? Yep, I do. Okay, maybe I can buy that. Yeah, let's buy that. Drones. 25% means that it's going to fix around 75 points per turn, which definitely nullifies that laser torpedo strike. So second level micromodule drones. What the heck? Useless for humans. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I should have known better, definitely. Oh man, this is embarrassing. Very embarrassing indeed. Drones 150. Ah gosh. This is not good. Yeah, I guess I sell this. Dang it. Whole armor shield generator. Yeah. Okay. Ah, that sucks. I just didn't read right. Let's see if I have, maybe I can find the Neoplasmatic droid. Okay, so was it for... Yeah, it was useless against galleons. Let's check. Yeah, useless for human Phaean galleons, so it's good for Paling and Maloch. This is embarrassing, sorry about this. I'm sure that a lot of people, well, I mean, few of you guys probably face palming right now very hard. Wow. Wow, 75. Very interesting. Yeah, 38, yeah. Some pretty good droids, but I guess first one, no. There's no Maloch one. Oh, there's one here, but yeah, it's definitely substandard in terms of the weight. Let's just forget about this. This didn't exist, didn't happen. Let's just assume that I bought bronze Marco module and upgraded the shield generator and was very happy with it. Goodness. Alright. Do this, switch. I could shoot drones. I will shoot, yeah. Okay, so in place of the drones, just thinking whether it might have, yeah, a new second level micro module that is going to be definitely interesting to me, or it's going to end up upgrading my equipment. Then it's going to be worth it, but I don't think this will do anything particularly good. Rate range 700%, no, it was just a bad decision. Okay. Alright, so let's go to Gralghar. Murat is also being attacked. Yeah, I'm still using mere plasmatic engine. This guy's faster than me, I think. No, a bit slower. Yeah, I wonder why this guy was lagging behind in the earlier part of the episode. And this guy's still like not coming any closer. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this is Encounter. Let's deal with this guy first. Let's just clear the space. Yeah. Oh, this guy's already heavily damaged. Probably dead anyways. Good. Alright, get that. And let's see if I can talk to this guy. Tell you what, I talk to this guy and see if there's any new development. And if there is, I might have to see to the conclusion of that interesting turn of event to the next episode. But let's try it. Let's go closer. Let's definitely see. Okay, got hurt. Okay, no matter. No matter. Still willing to be a bit closer and maybe test out that generator or something, but anyways. Alright, so this guy is hostile, 45%. Yeah, very slow. But I mean, this is probably the fastest planet speed. Alright, so I'm the supervisor, doing the main work. Stay there, Maloch. Get ready for transformation. Well, stay there, Terron. I'm going to transform you, or get you a tasty morsel information that you'd be interested. Terron, I have some very valuable information for you. I think this is the normal dialogue tree that greets you every time you talk to this guy. I only accept data from my own type. You must be transformed into one of us. Thanks, maybe next time. What is this? I'm ready to become a Dominator. Start of Submodem. Yes. Yeah, I think this is the Submodem that Pirate guy is talking about, the disk. I didn't really know that. For a moment I thought that the Pirate pulled that trick on me and then I was out of 70,000 credits. But you had to actually express some interest in joining the Terron first in order to make use of the disk. Yeah, anyways, I think this is a new option that I can pursue. So let's start up Submodem, whatever it is. Connect to the onboard computer, get ready for initial data upload. The Submodem hacking program is activated. I'm ready, get connected. Starting data upload. Submodem hacking program report. Access to the weapon system granted. Access to Terranoid reproduction program granted. Access codes to Terran planet shield and sound-based services granted. Oh my goodness, get all this crazy stuff. Block the Terran arms system, hack the Terranoid reproduction program, hack the planet shield codes and get a landing point. Landing point? What is this? It means I can land on Terron or something? And of course you have the option, very anticlimactic option of admitting defeat and ending the game right away. I tried this once. And you become one of the Terrons and yeah, things are not going to work out for the other races. Yeah, this is most interesting. Hack the planet shield codes and get the landing point. Landing point, huh? Yeah, let's try this. The system is infected. Communication disconnection. Submodem hacking program report. The planet shield codes are successfully unblocked. Permission to land on Terron has been granted. Part of the planet territory is under our control. The landing location data is uploaded into the onboard computer. Submodem wishes you a soft landing. This is awesome. Crazy. I mean, this guy is supposed to be planet and I actually can land on this guy. It just... And then I got the practice already in the last few episodes ago where I was doing the planetary mission. Maybe I can, use the same type of strategy to deal with this guy. Yeah, I definitely see the pattern here. Keller, you had to go into hyperspace to defeat it. Terron, you have the option of actually landing on the planet to, do the deed, try to defeat it. I don't know what to expect from the Blazer, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so disconnect and see what I can do. So I can actually land on this guy. Previously it had, I guess, shielding that prevented any kind of landing attempt, just bounce around and I guess incur the wrath of Terron further. Yeah, but this guy thinking that it might be a planet, maybe it has some landing spots for the other Terrons and Inquentors. Also producing some of those Dominator ships from itself. So yeah, maybe there will be a landing spot for Maloch to safely land. Kind of thinking, maybe Blazer is going to be... Yeah, maybe this is an adventure. It'll be an adventure type of text mission. And then Blazer is going to be the planetary mission or something. It's going to be pretty crazy though, if that is actually what it is. So yeah, it's either planetary mission, I was getting ahead of myself here, or the text mission. But then you have to wait until the next episode. I'm sorry to leave you hanging like this. Yeah, it's been a bit long. I'm trying to just not really plan ahead what I'm going to do here. But now that I have Terron in my sight, the next episode is going to be, yeah, interesting. Very interesting indeed. So I hope you can join me next time as Maloch is trying to either land on Terron to start the text mission or the planetary mission. Let's see what happens. If it's planetary, then it might be possible that this game is gonna crash, but yeah, I'm going to make sure that it's safe. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you next time.